this, you are not doing that. Why do you want us to be together? Because another thing you said with I think with the gentleman that spoke last was about tribal thing.
Hmm.
No, this is very, very, very sure that people would rather follow their tribe because this person is Igbo, this person is Yoruba,
Hmm.
Hausa,
Hmm.
regardless of what that person is doing, they will follow them blindly to the detriment of either their own life or comfort.
Uh-huh.
They will do all those things like that. So which another question that something popped in my mind that okay, so why don't we just go separate ways? Because if that be the case, we can never unite together. It will never work.
No.
Our 2 plus 2 will never equal to 4. Never. I'm telling you, sir, it will never work because it basically that's what it is. Because look at those elders right now. Look at them. And look at them. Look at
You
them.
see? And they are
Who
all there.
among
Before you say anything, they will quickly try to shut you and say,
them?
don't you have home training? Don't you have respect? I say,
Yes,
respect for
yes,
who?
yes,
Home training for who? Listen, if
yes.
you say people like us don't have respect, we don't have, because, I mean, people like us don't have home training because we don't have respect. I'm like, okay, hang on, fine, fine. Me, I agree. I do not have home training or respect for people who don't have respect for me, whether you are young or old.
Mm,
But can we ask who
mm,
raised these people? Who are their parents?
mm.
I'm talking about people who have been looting, mismanaging the lives of people, right? At least they have parents too. Okay. Those who are stealing,
No,
those who are destroying Nigeria, in that, who raised them? Did their parents raise them well?
this-
Did Tinubu's parents raise them well? Did all the state governors, their parents raise them well? To steal money, public fund that could fund education, healthcare, security, and all these things. They loot all this money. So me, that is talking about them, I am the one who has no respect. But okay, fine, I agree. Then who raised these people? Who are their parents? At least they are parents now. Who raised them?
they do. Baba, they do. But Baba, they do. But the thing here is that, for example, now, if I come to your backyard
Hmm.
and you have a mango tree or orange tree, and I plug like five, and you are seated right there in a, I mean, with a no trespass, in a confined, secured area. I was able to sneak in. I sneaked in, plugged five, I left, okay? And you didn't say anything. The next time, what will I do? Even if I can call the OT up, I will do it. That's what's been happening. They've been siphoning the money, investing the money. Nigerians have
Imagine people who are
never
stealing people's
any day.
fund, right? They are offended. There are people like us call them thieves. And they say, is that how you talk to elderly? Is that how you talk to this? Don't you have home training? I say, fine, I don't have
See,
home training
you
for
see,
criminals. But who raised these people?
eh, eh, in regards to that one, you see, I've been noticing something lately that you remember recently this Baba Adeboye came out and said he apologized regarding the fighting preaching that he did
Oh,
years
God,
ago.
come.
I begin to find out like these people they've been feeding us with fables, all this respect, all these things. I think some of our culture as a Yoruba person, because take it or leave it, Yoruba culture rules Nigeria. Take it or leave it.
Hmm.
I'm telling you right now, sir. Yeah, if you don't, that's the dominant culture everywhere in Nigeria. I mean, I found to be corrected, but from what
I
I've
think
seen
it's
so
been
far, Yoruba culture.
misappropriated. We are being manipulated. Because you see,
So we've been
Yoruba culture,
manipulated, we must
Yoruba culture
frustrate,
detests all this kind of corny thing. And that's why Yoruba have word
corny,
for
corny thing.
everything. You know what I mean? Yoruba have word
Corny,
for
yes,
almost
yes.
everything. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. So corny things. And if you remember back in the days before all this colonization happened, if people go to market to sell stuff, they will just put the numbers of cows, the price there, they will go away. They didn't bore you well to buy anything without paying
Put it the
or steal
equivalent
anything.
price.
Yeah, but you know that. So on the other hand, that thing is so kind of I don't know, maybe it's less or maybe it's the way we are right now. It's just so
Because
ridiculous,
we normalize those things
So
now. We call it being smart. You see, when you cheat the
yeah,
system, it's called smart, right?
smart.
Meanwhile, as a
Yeah,
Yoruba
yes.
man, when I was growing up, I mean, I'm not old, right? At least when I was growing up,
Uh-huh.
they were saying that if a thief is dressed in a golden cloth, wearing gold chain with gold
Yes.
hats, have gold rings, with golden
Mm-hmm.
shoes, driving golden cars in Yoruba land, that person is still a thief. Because you know what? Everything owned by a thief is stolen. No matter how beautiful it
It's
looks.
stolen. Yeah.
You know, they say,
Practically stolen.
aṣọ olè ló dàbora.
Ọmọ yóò ṣàgbàfọ̀, ó ń kaṣọ wálé.
Ẹrójú olè, ẹ mú. But today, now it's about just make am. Olówó láyé mọ̀.
Because ó ti dójú ẹ̀ báyìí ni. It's like,
That's what they
ó
say
ti
now. They say
fẹ́.
olówó láyé mọ̀ now. Ọmọdé olówó. Olówó lágbà.
We are at
They
the distant
normalize all
hand
these
right now,
bad
so everybody is
things.
trying to
And now, but
siphon
that's not
everything
Yoruba
and
culture.
steal everything. That's not our culture.
But
That's
they
not our culture.
normalize them
And I think,
between the 70s, 80s,
Baba,
90s, and up to now. They normalize all these bad behaviors that if you try to point them out, you will be sounding like a madman. You will be, you say he's a philanthropist. He's helping people. Shut up your mouth. Let us appreciate, let's pray for him. That's what they normalize, but that is
Baba,
not Yoruba way. But look at us today. How many people
Baba,
would we
you're
say
right,
that to
man.
now?
Imagine them, all the elders, Kaporiti, kí ni Yorùbá tí wọ́n jẹ sọ yẹn náà? Wọ́n ní ká fara tí àbí ni bàbá yẹn sọ yẹn náà. Mi ò dáná jẹ́ mọ́ Yorùbá tó sọ. Ó ní ká fi ṣoṣù, ká fi para.
Now,
So ká yẹn máa kú
whatever
lọ.
it is, no matter how bad it is right
I was
now,
speaking to my sister today.
we should just use it
I
as
was
a
speaking to
cream
my sister today.
and endure it.
She told me, she said, àpò èlùbọ́ is now 300,000 naira. 300,000 naira. Àpò èlùbọ́ kan is 300,000 naira.
I'm official some para
Baba.
last no. Yeah, first one.
So what is their integrity and dignity? You know,
Integrity. What is integrity? It's all gone. You'll be sounding like you are the one who has problem. Now you get problem if you begin to point all these things out. We'll tell you that, oh, Baba, let me take this because I know this person probably also wanted to have it. I'm going to give you just about 2 minutes, sir. Our time is now sort of like done for, but I've really felt bad that, hello.
Yeah, hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Grand.
Please. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but please. I'm just going to dispute one cardinal theory people don't understand what's happening now. In my own view, that's my own opinion.
Of course, please, go on.
People can accept it or deny it. What is happening to Nigeria now is is the final stage before something implode.
Right.
When I say final stage before something implode,
right,
the fight among all the power among
silence before the storm appears. What's that called again?
Yeah, all these people fighting for power will continue to fight for power, and they will destroy the power that they've actually ended up acquiring through illegal means. What I mean is, the ordinary selfless people like you and other people that have been trying to make the system work have done the best they can under the current circumstances, and it's not working. Other people are going to keep trying, and that is how it's going to keep going. However, I will give people an indication. I work with data. It took PDP 16 years to collapse.
That's right.
APC is getting to its own 16 years with Tinubu. And you can begin to see the battles happening already within them. The moment Obasanjo started locking up fellow PDP members, that was the beginning of the collapse of PDP. Tinubu is starting the same thing again. The fight happening APC, PDP, AMP, PODOS, everybody's beginning to break out from that political party. Because the main reason for setting up this so-called party has finished. Tinubu is the last man to rule under that system. What you people have been saying for years that they need to divide, people are beginning to see it. 10 years ago, it could be maybe 100 people that used to think the way you're thinking. But now you're beginning to get into the region of the millions. I will say, do not stop what you're doing. Sometimes you don't realize how much you're peeling off the back of the tree until the tree falls off. When the tree falls off is what people see. They don't realize somebody has been peeling the back of the tree.
For a long time.
People, thank you. People like you have been putting that idea in. To the point before, we used to think that there was what we call core knot. But people like you have begun to open people's eyes to realize that's what's called middle belt. There are several factions within the middle belt. When was the last time you heard Northern Caucus meeting in the National Assembly?
It's not
Those
like
things have
that
been
anymore.
is no longer like that. It's been dispelled. So do not, in as much as you don't, people may think that you're not doing enough. And may come here and criticize you, may talk other things about you. You are peeling the back of the tree gradually.
You know why I'm going to 100% agree with you is this, right?
Yes.
5 years ago, when you talk about let's break up this Nigeria, a lot of people will kind of like intelligently, by the way, engage with us and say you are talking rubbish. And like you said, more and more are beginning to sort of agree now, even though they haven't really agreed on how, but they are beginning to see that, man, if something is not done, this place is not going to last anymore. They are beginning. See, majority of those who are asking us, who are now agreeing with us that Nigeria should break, a year, 2 years ago, they are pro-Nigeria, like pro. But now they are seeing the hopelessness that some of us have seen for a while. And I agree with you that every now and then, people are seeing more reasons why if something is not done about this place, it won't last. I agree.
Not only that, the jackpot syndrome also helped a lot. Because when people jackpot, young people that jackpot to Europe begin to realize that you don't pray about electricity. You don't pray for NEPA. You don't pray for good road. You don't pray for bottle. You don't pray when you have an accident. There's an insurance. You don't, your power will not grow old. Then one day you fall sick, all his earning go because he couldn't afford a hospital bill. Your sister will not go to give birth and die there, and they'll keep the corpse and tell you have to come and pay. These are all the things that people are beginning to see, and this young generation coming in droves, and they have the advantage of having a phone that can show the Europe live. Oga, I finish work on Friday, then pay me on Monday morning. I no go see Oga, I no sleep with the boss, I no ask. Like so many things that used to be, people used to think is a might, has now been broken down. And they are looking at your program, looking at other programs similar to yours, sending those videos every day. You may not realize it. It's only when it will not happen. Thank you. You're beginning to create an ideology where people begin to think, wait, if this guy is saying this, I come to England. Scotland is less than 10 million people, they have a country. Wales is less than 30 million people, they have a country. What is the population of the whole of Southwest? What's the population of Southeast? What is the population of Ijaw? What's the population of these other people? People are beginning to question, wait, oh, even Luxembourg, that is less than 6 million people, have a country. Malta is less than 20 million, they have a country. Oh boy, wait, oh. This is what I've been saying since it's actually true. We don't really need to be together. I'm not saying they should break up. I'm just saying keep peeling the back of the idea.
This thing they told us is not negotiable, is not this and that. Like, who even made that conclusion? So people are questioning things now.
It's not negotiable because the people that were born before, like one of your callers said, people in Africa, in Nigeria, don't have critical thinking. A Nigerian person is born a Christian, never asks himself, why am I a Christian? Is it my choosing, or is it because my dad and my mom were going to church and I just followed? Somebody will not ask, why am I a Muslim? Oh, I was born in Nigerian, I must die in Nigeria. No. You were born poor doesn't mean you should remain poor. And until people start having that little bit of thinking, saying, wait, oh, yes, from the time I couldn't pay my bill, I'm willing to follow the person paying the bill to follow what they believe. The day I start paying my bill, I decide who I want to be. I want to be a Christian. I want to use my left hand. I want to walk with my head. I want to do what I want to do. Then you begin to see the system begin to break gradually. And the biggest sign of the break in Nigeria is two things that have happened. First, the obedient movement created a shift between people that want Nigeria to work and hope Nigeria will work.
Took the entire country within just 8 months. 8 months.
They did it, but the power that be showed them that, listen, we control the power. And now those people are now shifting from wait, oh, this thing can never work. They've now moved to your own party, which is, I think we have to go our separate ways. Which was why they would rather sell their vote, knowing fully well, even though they vote their conscience, they're not going to get it. They're waiting for that person that is willing to die, just like Fubara showed them. The people within the system will be telling you how the system works. If you remember, in the 1990s, nobody knew how election was being rigged. We just get a result announced.
Now we do know.
Gradually, if you check online now, these people have been coming out to say how they are rigging the election. Oh, we sit down and write the result and tell them to announce it. Next, somebody will say, oh, during this, we'll make sure that electoral material doesn't get to this senatorial zone. We'll make sure when we finish, we tell them what they want. Gradually, the people that feel that this system, they were supposed to be in the system and they are not getting what they want, are beginning to tell the secret of the system. And they're arming people on your own team with what they've been doing. Fubara has now shown them that, listen, I'm part of the system, but I can also show you how to break the system. When they are conducting an election without Nigerian police, for the first time, you didn't hear people die. You didn't hear election material were carted away. You didn't hear, so I mean, Nigerian police have been
anymore. People are seeing them on their phones live. They are seeing how things are done live. And some of them are like, man, this is unacceptable, man.
Thank you.
We will reach that critical mass. I believe you.
We're getting there. And what Fubara did, just to conclude, sorry, I know you give me 2 minutes.
No, this is interesting.
What Fubara did has now proven to people that all you need is to be as mad as them, have the arm on your side, or have enough tout on your side, and you can decide to say from tomorrow now, Abia State is now a country. And you put your army down and you put your foot down. You don't need Nigerian police.
God bless you, man. See,
and that is where it's getting to.
Thank you so much. I wish we still have a lot of time on our hands and I will listen to you all night, honestly, right? Well, thanks so much for not giving up, though, right? And I'm happy that I actually took the call as well, okay? You have a wonderful night, sir.
And you too. Have a good one. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's a very brilliant one, I would say. And to everyone else still watching, thank you, too, for your patience and for still being part of this. Let's go to bed. I will see you again. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn àjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo